Well, guys, very, very nice to meet you. And I have been wondering, since I saw the movie, what was going through your mind when you had this background of New Orleans as the backdrop for the story of The Princess and the Frog?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a fantastic choice for a backdrop for a musical, jazz period, 1920s. Great character possibilities. You have the Bayou, French Quarter, Garden District. You've got all these areas, and the food. Oh my God, the food is amazing. Some of the best food I ever had was in New Orleans.
Yes.
And I think just combining all that and giving us that to start with, before we even drawn a single character, single drawing, was a great start for us.
I bet it just brought a smile to your face as soon as you said, let's do it in New Orleans, as they say sometimes in Louisiana. They don't really say New Orleans.
New Orleans.
New Orleans, yeah.
So did you actually have to spend some time there to get to know the feel of the city and
Well, we
Louisiana?
didn't. Yeah, we didn't get the opportunity, but the directors, the art director, our head of layout, and some of the key story people did go down, and that's an important aspect early in the production to do these research trips. I had the chance to do a research trip on Mulan, so I spent 2 weeks in China with the group. And you go and you just want to, in the time that you have, try to capture as much, film and information and bring it back to the studio. Yeah,
they
and
take
in New
pictures
Orleans,
of everything.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm sure when they saw them and walking around New Orleans and taking pictures of bricks and plants
and the wrought iron.
Weird people.
Yes.
Stay away from them. They're probably doing some weird. But it's all research that gets used by us.
Exactly, and it helps bring an air of authenticity to the films.
Yes.
That it may not be, it may be kind of a romanticized version of it, but it's still the level of authenticity gives it a good foundation for the film. So
now that you say a level of romanticism, I did notice that even the swamps looked pretty.
Yeah.
And I love the swamp if you like the beauty of nature that way, but some people don't like the swamp, but it looked so pretty, it makes you want to go there and go see it.
I think Ian Gooding, who is our art director, who did go to New Orleans, I remember he came back and we had a meeting when they brought all the stuff back, and he had said that he was really surprised. The bayou just had a beautiful look to it, and there's just such a soft feel with all the lily pads and just the all the vegetation.
Of textures, yeah.
It's kind of magical.
Yeah, and I mean, so what a great place for our frogs to meet, a bunch of wacky characters in the bayou.
Now, I have a thing for Ray, because I've met a lot of Cajun people, being right here in Texas, and you go to Louisiana, you meet a lot of them, and Raymond or Ray.
Raymond, yeah.
It's so cute, and made us laugh, made us cry. What was like to develop a character this dear to people in the movie?
Well, I've done comic relief kind of characters before, but this is by far the first one that I've had that's made people cry and makes people laugh and gives them the full range of emotions. I mean, it was a great experience to get the first time I saw Ray in a very first screening when Ron and John, our directors, said, "Hey, we want you to do this character." And I saw the screening, and I was just like, "Wow, this is going to be really good. This is going to be a lot of fun." And I think he comes off as your romantic of the movie.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just got that side of him where he can see love blooming, and he's a romantic himself, and it's just great that eventually he finds what he's looking for as well.
Okay. Now, I saw, of course, your credits for both of you, the places and the characters that you've developed in the past, and I was impressed, very impressed. But I did notice that you have a lot of female characters that you have worked on, and I kept thinking, how does the guy understand what a girl is going to think like, what we're going to say, or how we're going to act?
Well, I grew up with two sisters. I don't have any brothers.
Enough
said there. Two wonderful sisters. And I don't know. I think have just had an affinity for the leading ladies. I mean, that's when I was growing up. Seeing Cinderella as a small boy was very influential to me. I was just like, wow, that's what I'd really love to do. Be a Disney animator and create characters like that. So, but we've just happened to tell a lot of stories that have our leading ladies. As if you look at the body of what I've done, I've tend to do leading characters, and so I've also been mice and cats and dogs and a lion cub named Simba. So it's I don't know, but I worked with Ron and John on Ariel and the Little Mermaid, and Princess Jasmine for them on Aladdin. So I think going into this project, they pretty much had me pegged. And I wanted to do, she was the one character that I was interested in too after I read the script, and that's what drew me there.
Wonderful. Well, I wanted to ask you one last very fast question here. Do your parents now believe you that you have a real career being animators?
They do.
My mother didn't when I first started. I think when she knew I wanted to go to art school, and she's like, oh no, you're not going to make any money doing this. And then my first job I got was in television, and I brought back my paycheck and I said like this, and she goes, "Oh, okay, all right."
Yeah,
well,
yeah. No, I think my parents were, I'm
nervous,
almost
maybe.
30 years now since that I started, and I think they're pretty happy now. But I think they had some
some reservations
uncertainties.
there.
Yes.
I know a lot of
But
animators
we're happy,
going through that right
love
now.
what we
yeah.
do. I mean, I think that's what they're more happy for, is that we love what we do and we're doing something that we love. So I think that's the important
Well,
part.
great. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for
You're
coming
welcome.
here to
Thank
talk
you.
to us about your movie, and I loved it. It's definitely beautiful family, all family film.
Great.
Loved it.
Thank you
Disney
very much.
classic.